and the next governor of the great state of Maryland, Anthony Brown. Good evening, Maryland. How's everybody doing? Wow! Boy, do you look good. Thank you to each and every one of you for making tonight possible. We did it. Thank you. You know, many of you have heard me talk about my military experience, and I often draw a lot of comparisons and analogies to my time in service to our country and the work that we've done together here in Maryland. I think about those 30 years where I've had the opportunity to serve with some of the most patriotic men and women from all four corners of this great country. And we did a lot of things when we were in the Army. We flew helicopters, drove trucks, we were mechanics and medics and cooks and clerks in real service to our nation. And every so often, we did let ourselves believe that we were part of something bigger. And you know, I look out at each and every one of you, and I see many of you who work the telephones. I saw many of you canvassing in neighborhoods, at shopping centers, at metro stations. I see many of you who invited, many of you who invited me and Ken into your living rooms to meet your neighbors, your family, and your friends. Many of you who opened up your businesses, your shop floors, introduced us to your coworkers and your employees. And together, we campaigned with that same spirit, knowing that each of us was part of something bigger, that each of us was part of that mission, each of us part of that purpose, each of us part of that goal to build a better Maryland for more Marylanders, and that's what we're going to do. And I've often shared with you my father, who's not here this evening physically, but certainly his presence is felt. He came to America as a young man out of poverty in Kingston, Jamaica, and he knew that this was the land of opportunity. He came here because he believed that if you work hard and play by the rules, you can pursue your dream and the American dream and make a contribution to the greatness that is America. My father never forgot, nor have I, and I doubt anyone here has, that opportunity is at the heart of so many American stories. The opportunity to get a good education, the opportunity to get a good paying family supporting job, the opportunity to raise our children so that each of them can realize their full potential. Maryland is a great state, and we've made a lot of progress together. But this campaign isn't about where we've been. It's about where we're going. It's about what's next. It's about our future. It's about opportunity. It's about building a better Maryland for more Marylanders as we move. It's about what we do together to make Maryland the most competitive state, with the most skilled and educated workforce, the best schools, and an economy that creates good, quality, middle-class jobs. But we're also a state that needs to do what most Maryland families do. Families that work hard for a decent quality of life, and they do that by living within their means. And like Maryland's families, Maryland's next governor must run a tight ship, fiscally responsible and focused on the things that matter the most to Marylanders. And that is where we face a choice in this next election as a state. The decision that we choose will affect the lives of countless Marylanders for years to come. We'll elect our next governor in less than 4.5 months, and in 18 months, we will begin the next chapter. We will not be reading about that chapter. Together, we are going to write that chapter. And it's up to all of us to decide what the future will look like over the next 4 years. Will we favor tax breaks for big business that would deplete our resources, impair our competitive edge, and devastate our ability to offer a world-class education to every child? Will we give in to those tired and failed policies of making life harder for Maryland's working families? Or do we invest in good schools, affordable college, build on attracting quality jobs in a competitive economy right here in Maryland? That's what we do, and that's what we're going to do together. Now, let's be clear. We can't expect government or its leaders to solve every problem. But Marylanders do expect their leaders to make difficult decisions and to create the conditions for opportunity, responsibility, our shared responsibility for every Marylander in all 4 corners of our state, and that's what we're going to do. Ken Oman and I, we've got a plan that we've made with you, a plan that is designed to work for you, not to work for just the privileged few, but to work for every Marylander. Our schools are some of the best in the nation, and Ken and I have a plan to make them better. Our neighborhoods are safer today than they were in 30 years, and Ken and I have a plan to make them safer. We've created so many jobs for more Marylanders, and Ken and I have a plan to create even more. We've protected our workers. We raised the minimum wage. We strengthened our economy, and we've got a plan to make it even stronger. We've repealed the death penalty. We passed marriage equality and the DREAM Act. We live in a more just society today than ever before, and we have a plan to work with you to continue that progress. Now look, Maryland needs a governor who will lead our state, who with you will write the next chapter of our future, a future focused on the families that get up every day, go to work, send their kids to school, keep a watchful eye on the household budgets, and try to make their best financial decisions for their family. That governor must wake up every day asking, how can we make Maryland better for more Marylanders? And I know, with your help, I'm going to be that next governor. Now, we're going to need a great team to put that plan into action, and I'm looking at the great team. I'm looking at the right team. I'm looking at the team that's going to work with Anthony Brown and Ken Oman, not only on this campaign, but in the Brown-Oman administration. Are you ready to be part of that great team? You ready to get to work? So I want to thank Ken Oman. I could not have chosen He is the best running mate, and I couldn't have chosen any better. He's going to make a great lieutenant governor. And I want to thank his wife, Jackie. And how about those 2 wonderful kids, Maddie and Lily? And I would like to thank my talented and stunning wife, Carmen Walker Brown. And our children, Rebecca, Jonathan, and Anthony. I thank them for their love, their support, and yes, indeed, their patience during this campaign. You know, my mom is here tonight. My mom is here tonight. Come up here, Mom. Come up here. This is my mom. A lifetime of love and encouragement. That's what that woman is. Thank you very much, Mom. I love you tremendously. And look, we wouldn't be here tonight if it weren't for each and every one of you. So I say thank you, thank you, thank you to the volunteers who knocked on doors, who canvassed in neighborhoods, talked to your neighbors about the campaign. You are the heart and soul of this campaign, and you are the ones that made it happen. I want to thank the very best campaign staff that I've had an opportunity to work on in the several years that I've been in this business. Outstanding staff, dedicated, passionate, and yes, they too made sacrifices with their families, so I thank you very much. I want to thank our endorsers, our elected officials here and there, and also to our many supporters. Let me also thank Governor Martin O'Malley. I want to thank Martin for his leadership and for his partnership. He has shown us what is possible when leaders put their values in.
Are doing a split screen here. Anthony Brown, you're hearing the winner of the Democratic gubernatorial primary in Maryland.